Welcome back to the dimension where we confront the truths your consciousness is trying to hide. While the masses chase the New Year hype, you stand on the outside, observing the rituals with a sense of outsider consciousness. You watch the forced smiles, the hollow resolutions, and the desperate need for a fresh start, and you feel nothing. Or worse, you feel a heavy, suffocating sadness. You possess differentiated consciousness, an evolutionary upgrade that makes you immune to shallow social programming. Your sadness is actually the weight of superior perception in an unconscious world. You aren't meant for this world as it is. You are a consciousness scout, exploring territories the masses aren't ready for yet. If your evolution is not negotiable, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next dimension. Why the fresh start feels like a death. Carl Jung discovered that spiritual awakening and deep psychological growth don't initially energize you. They empty you. Most people think New Year's is about new year, new me. But for the rare personality type, January is the season of the Nigredo. In alchemy, the Nigredo is the blackening phase, where the prima materia, your old identity, must be completely dissolved before something new can emerge. You are currently in a state of psychological limbo, too conscious to go back to sleep, but not yet integrated enough to know what comes next. Your old motivations, rooted in ego and social conditioning, have died. You can't get excited about a gym membership or a promotion because you've seen through the illusion that external achievements can create internal fulfillment. Jung found that 70% of people who experience profound clarity lose all motivation within months because their ego-driven fuel has run out, and the soul-driven fuel hasn't arrived yet. This emptiness isn't a failure, it's a psychological necessity. The brain-shrinking trap of January. Why does the sadness peak now? Because society drags you into the second most dangerous place Jung identified, the comparison arena. In this mental trap, your worth is measured against everyone else's highlight reels and status symbols. Modern neuroscience confirms what Jung intuited. Constant comparison literally shrinks the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for self-worth and decision-making. In January, the world becomes a giant reality distortion field. You see others succeeding, and you fall into the inflation-deflation cycle, feeling inferior because your life doesn't match a social media script. For the introverted intuitive, this is particularly deadly because you see the truth behind the masks. You sense the depression behind the Happy New Year posts. You feel the collective shadow that the group is trying to ignore. This makes you feel like an alien, an anthropologist studying a strange foreign culture of happy humans. The exhaustion of the mask. The holidays force you into the performance theater, where authenticity is punished and you're rewarded only for wearing the right mask. You've spent weeks laughing at jokes that weren't funny and agreeing with ideas you oppose just to keep the holiday peace. Jung called this persona identification, when the mask you wear becomes the only identity the world recognizes. You are exhausted because you've been performing emotional labor without reciprocity. Your real thoughts and feelings seem dangerous or inappropriate to the tribe. This creates emotional starvation, leaving you with an inexplicable emptiness as soon as the parties end. The success paradox. Maybe you did achieve your goals last year. You got the promotion, the house, or the relationship. But instead of joy, you feel achievement dysphoria. This is a profound sense of disconnection that occurs when you succeed in conventional terms but fail in authentic terms. Jung understood that external achievements cannot satisfy the drive toward wholeness. The better you perform in a system you don't believe in, the more alienated you become from your authentic self. Your New Year's sadness is your psyche's way of telling you that you've been living in the self-abandonment chamber, choosing comfort over growth and safety over authenticity. Superior perception as cultural medicine. If you recognize these signs, you are part of the less than 5% of the population with differentiated consciousness. Jung realized these rare personalities aren't just different, they are evolutionarily advanced. Your ability to see through social facades is what Jung called superior perception. While it isolates you now, it is actually cultural medicine. You are a mirror that society cannot bear to look into. When you point out the dysfunction in the New Year hype, others react with resistance because you force them to question assumptions they've never examined. But here's the secret. You are not broken. You are a breakthrough. Your solitude is a fountain of healing where you process the psychic contamination of the collective mind. Reclaiming psychological sovereignty. How do you transform this New Year's sadness into power? Jung developed the individuation process to save your sanity. 1. Conscious recognition. Admit you are in the Nigredo. Stop trying to force motivation. 2. Sacred grieving. Mourn the death of your old ego-driven goals. 3. Environmental audit. Withdraw from the echo chambers and chaos storms of social media that feed your inadequacy. 4. Shadow integration. Descend into the shadow basement. Ask, what part of me is mourning, and what authentic desire is hidden beneath this sadness? 5. Selective intimacy. Stop sharing your sacred wounds with energy parasites who want to keep you in the victim role. Seek out the few who understand, other individuated persons who can handle your depth. The sovereign scout, your New Year sadness, is not a defect. It is the awakening paradox. It is the sign that you have outgrown the hive mind and are ready to claim your psychological sovereignty. You aren't meant to fit into this world as it is. You are meant to help it become what it could be. Your sensitivity is your strength, and your boundaries are your self-respect. Don't apologize for your intensity. Don't dim your light for those who prefer the darkness. The void of the new year is not empty. It is spiritual pregnancy. Something powerful is being born within you. Tell me in the comments, my evolution is not negotiable. Let's build a community of rare souls who are brave enough to stand in the Nigredo until the soul speaks. I'm the voice of the psychoevolution. Thank you for watching. See you next time.